Bring it on. Okay, what we're playing with is realigning the body principle, because it's also affecting the headspace, because when areas of the physicality are out, even through the carnal levels, your headspace is going to be running with you. And there's all the I think I should, I must, and all of the headspace going all over the place, even from your dimensional planes, because you're already at work whenever before your body vehicle's even at work. You're already in the family monad, even when your body principle's not there. Your mind's all over the place, completely scattered, but you're also playing with the mass particles of consciousness that are also coming into your body principle, and your mind will becoming completely dyslexic and scattered. But you're not completely clear as a complete integrated instrument and conduit. Beyond just assistance, it's your own presence exponentially that you're playing with. And your whole body principle becomes very dyslexic all the way from the head level down. But then when the head level gets out as well, because even when we play with it, you're bypassing it, but it also can be used as your friend, as your tool, as your conduit. So first and foremost, right behind the ears here.
It's right here.
Okay. There's a little indentation right here, right behind the ears. Okay. Do we go side shot? Okay. There's a little indentation right here, and with your other fingers right on the side of the skull, you're starting to remarry the right and left sides of the brain. Okay. So let's do it together real quick.
How long do we do that for?
For about 2 linear moments.
Each day?
Well, depending on your own journey, because when you listen to the body principles, let's ask the body. Okay, body, let's go ahead and let's start stimulating. Okay, body, how long would you like this done? Let's go with the first number that comes to mind. Because this is your body coming up from your body communicate with you from the subpsyche to the psyche. The subpsyche being 80% of the mind. The psyche being now the conscious mind is 20% of the mind. So you want to be able to connect directly with you and your body principle. But see, now we're playing with the reverse osmosis of it. Your body's not going to tell you stories, the mind will. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're accessing long-term, short-term memory, but we're also reconnecting right and left sides of the brain. Through your clear conduit, but also no longer dyslexia, no longer picking up on all these colorful thought forms, for one, that aren't yours. But for two, when you let your eyes get out of focus, look up in the sky, about midday or so, you'll see all kinds of little particles floating around. That's mass consciousness, it's mass thought forms. And when you're playing here as well, what you'll start to find is, from a planetary matrix standpoint, you'll find all these particles. Some are going to see particles of light. Some are going to see many different colors of particles. This right here is mass thought forms. It doesn't really matter what the colors are. They're just mass thought forms. When these areas are out, from brain chemistry, this side right here is bouncing back, and there's not a full, complete communion. And it's letting the filtration here through the pineal pituitary gland begin to get mixed signals. And you're going to start to get all kinds of colorful thought forms beyond the logical level, the emotional level, all that colorful stuff. You're going to be picking up on so much. For one, that's not you. For two, your body principle isn't going to be in alignment to honor you in its fullest potential. Now, will the body eventually correct it? Yes. But why not take the fast track here? Okay. Now, the second part is you're disengaging from there. You're bringing your own consciousness, your own presence, your higher levels through the lower levels. Because you are your higher levels. Let's be clear on that. You're welcoming your higher levels forth rather than absorbing all that's going on around you. Because what you start to find, the thought forms you're having has more to do with all the stuff around, even those you become engaged with on your day-to-day scenarios. That you're having all of these colorful actions, behavioral mannerisms, thought forms, all this fun stuff that has nothing to do with you. All the way to what sustenance to have, yada, yada, yada. It's not you and your journey anymore. It's all these different journeys around you becoming so scrambled. Which we want to have clarity here because it's also affecting, for one, your manifestational world and even your ability to manifest and go direct. Even to, I want to know what I want, not what everyone else wants for me. Also not what others want that I think I want. No, I want to know what I want. Bring it on, let's go. But we don't want to have all these interferences. So the next part is going to be right here on the clavicle bone. 2 fingers and thumb right below the clavicle bone. So here's one tip, here's the next tip. Right underneath the clavicle bone with 2 fingers and a thumb with about 2 pounds of pressure with the non-dominant hand on the navel. Okay? It's going to be just like this.
Where's the navel?
The belly button?
Belly button?
Mm-hmm. Okay. About 2 pounds of pressure on the belly button. Uh-huh. Okay, so right here, what we're doing is we're opening up the kidneys, but more importantly than the kidneys. Okay? What we're also doing is we're letting our physicality become that much more integrated here. For one, physical energetics, from the physical energy, when we're stimulating here and anchoring here, this right here is grounding. The physicality, this right here, is integrating the kidney level, but more importantly, it's letting your body vehicle integrate downwardly and upwardly. It's also beyond stimulating the organs, it's once again affecting the stimuli, the clarity, and the absence of emotion. Because we're bypassing emotion, we're also breaking energy with the rest of the outside world to where now you're able to emanate exponentially again without interferences, without embodying what's going on around you. And you'll start to feel a lot clearer and much more pristine. You're here, the world's here, not a bad world, not a good world, just the world. To where you'll be able to walk into scenarios, but not being hijacked, not being sucked into different scenarios, but clearer than anything, walking through scenarios, but not being affected by them. Okay, the next part's going to be the non-dominant hand still on the navel, with one finger and a thumb right underneath the nose and underneath the bottom lip. And they're just stimulating side to side. And they're stimulating till you start feeling different buzzing and energy moving. Because we're connecting from here, the front, all the way down through the backside, all the way up through the front. You're connecting the front and the back of your physicality and clearing the physicality out. Okay, how long you do it or not do it's not really important. You're starting to feel the presence of your own physicality reconnecting. Feeling, but not emotion. Emotion's a whole different resonance. The mind creates emotion, you don't. We're connecting with our physicality. So even from here, from the side view of the physicality, all the way down.
Nice one.
You like that?
Good job on the drawing.
The fingers, thumb, all right? We're connecting from here all the way down through the vertebrae column and all the way back up. Creating a full, complete conduit, including opening up the vertebrae column. Call it kundalini, call it whatever you want, all the fancy different words, but nevertheless, they're all just simply fancy words. But everything through the body principle.
Are you doing that?
You're letting everything start to reopen, including giving the organs a boost. Organs are a funny dynamic because they're their own beautiful consciousness and life forms, but you're also giving them an amplification, which in turn is going to let the body repurify itself. Because the body doesn't have issues, the mind does. You don't have issues, the mind does have perceptual judgments that you don't want any part of, the body doesn't want any part of, so be gone, be gone, be gone. And you're letting it come to resolution and completion, but without getting all this headspace all involved with it. You're letting it start to die off on its own. Now the next part's going to be right here on your navel again, and your other hand right underneath your coccyx bone, the tailbone. Okay? Which, you know, anyone who has itches, so be it. But okay, and what we're doing here is opening from your lower bodies down and letting your body fully, completely root all the way down through your lower bodies. So from here down, we're letting your whole body as a full, complete conduit marry. So we have the brain chemistry, also accessing the gray matter of the brain, that's not so gray as it seems, begin to activate, spark off, to function as one complete conduit. Because we don't want it being split off anymore. We want to let it fully, completely marry together. So eventually it's going to become one conduit rather than two sides. It's also going to affect the whole physicality as a whole. Rather than being split off, or also letting your lower bodies and your upper bodies no longer be lower bodies and upper bodies. And you'll find more than less, there's so many split off here. There's even split off underneath the rib cage down. For some, feminine or masculine structures that are shut off also from the mammary glands down. Hence, mammary gland cancers, all kinds of fun things. Not about male, female. Genders don't matter here. When you're opening up the physicalities, genders don't exist. Genders aren't important. So let's throw all that little stuff out the window. It's still a body vehicle. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It's still a body principle. The body principle is a body principle, and you're playing with the atomic structure of a body principle. And when you're playing with the atomic structure of a physicality, you're playing with the whole form as a whole, as you're also moving it through the physicality and playing with it as a whole. We're also playing with the animation of it, because you're the facet animating it that's even giving it life, even through the heart valves. You're the facet that's emanating through it, that's letting it amplify, amplify, and amplify. And what we're doing is giving it a jump start and a boost. And now what we're going to play with is what's considered the cross crawl. We're bringing our left knee up, our right hand touching our left knee. Then dropping that, then here, about 12 times. So one here and one here equals 1.
What does it do right there?
What we're doing right here is we're connecting the right side of the body and the left side of the body. So now we're not going to have, and this is part of the colorful scenarios that you hear so much about, I have a feminine side and I have a masculine side. Let's not have any sides anymore. Let's not have any battles anymore. Because all of this is colorful data and all that fun stuff, which, do you have a masculine and feminine? Yes. But why be split off anymore? Let's just have you. Because you go beyond a masculine and a feminine. You're one with all it is. So let's not be polarized anymore. Let's just let you marry as you. Let's enjoy the masculine. Let's enjoy the feminine. But let's not be polarized by them. Because when you're polarized by them, you're polarized. Who cares about a gender principle? Who cares about a masculine and feminine? It's all head stuff. Why be ran by a masculine? Why be ran by a feminine? It's all mental habla of emotional deities. An analytical level that says, I've got to wear this, you got to wear that. I have to have this behavioral mannerism, you have to have that behavioral mannerisms. And all of a sudden, it creates attraction. A little bit hot, isn't it? Because it has nothing to do with anything except a lot of headspace based in an egoic arrogance. It's just an egoic arrogance. Has nothing but nothing to do with you.
How can we activate that vortex there, like upper chakra?
That's where we're going to play with next. Because that's where all of this that's been polarized is dissolving. Is you're just letting the body be the body rather than all the polarized states that have been so split off that's keeping you stuck here down and here down rather than here. Because that's the facets that have let everything be so dense. Has nothing to do with here or here. It becomes right here. From the carnal levels down. So being ran by a gender principle is still being ran by a gender principle that still has nothing to do with you. And I have to chuckle about the whole perception about being unlimited. So does that mean I can be with as many feminine or masculine structures as I can be because I'm unlimited? It's a whole other backdoor to the egoic arrogance. That's all that it is. It's just a whole other egoic arrogance. That's all that it is. Not bad, not good. Kind of creative, isn't it? But nevertheless. Now, let's go with the next level. Okay? So, here.
So you would do all of those in order?
Well, there's not an order. See, that's where we're playing with the physical and listening to the physicality. The body vehicle is not going to lead you astray. All of a sudden, you'll be sitting there behind your desk, getting to play with all the dynamics right in front of you, and you'll find your body vehicle going like that. The body vehicle isn't going to lead you astray. The head level is the part that has conflicts. The body doesn't have conflicts, you don't have conflicts. You'll find your body's vehicle's hands right here. Just go with it. Let the body do what the body does. The body is such a fun toy to play with. Okay, so now, just want to go just like this. And like that. Okay.
The opposite.
Okay. Okay. Like that. And what we're doing is recounting.
We're doing aerobics now.
Yeah, but it's so simple because I'm not even paying attention to it because why would I? Because why get involved? You're letting the body do the work for you. And what you're doing with the body principle is from here, You're letting this happen, okay? And this happen. You're letting the body vehicle as a whole, okay, connect and align itself magnetically, okay? So you're letting this happen, and you're letting this right here happen, all the way up and through. So as this is happening and that's happening, you're letting everything dance together and harmonizing. And all the way through here, you're letting all of this begin to dance. But you're also letting the whole core of the physicality begin to become that much more fluid. And you're also letting all the consciousness become expelled throughout the rest of your physical form. Now, with the chakra level vortexes, you're letting all of it begin to move upwardly, but not polarized anymore. Okay? That's where you're playing with all the whole body as a whole. Okay, and letting it do the work for you. Okay? And then from here, just like that, and like this. Okay? What you're also, oh, go ahead, please.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Same side.
Uh-huh. So right here, well, move the head a little bit. Okay? You're taking one arm up, one leg out, okay? And with this leg, we're just going to keep right here. And with our other arm, we're just going to keep right on the side. So we're taking, from the arm level, we're letting it open, okay? And we're letting everything amplify once again. And we're creating in a slash through here to let the whole body vehicle reopen and align. And we're also, once again, letting the whole torso amplify. Even with the chakra level vortex, we're letting everything align. We're also letting yourself expand here and expand here. We're letting everything through here open and express, which is also playing with the brain chemistries to keep them in alignment, but also through the whole vertebrae column. We're letting all the chakra level vortexes amplify up and down and expansively. Okay? And just letting the whole core of you become integrated, grounded, and more expanded and amplified. Okay, and we're also playing with DNA, cellular vibratory levels, and no longer playing with rigidity, but physicality. We're letting even the bone structures begin to separate. And the tendons, the fascias, and the cellular structures begin to multiply. And vibratorily open up. And we're also taking 5 from the rest of the outpicturing world. Okay? As we're taking 5 from the rest of the outpicturing world, we're also physically, vibratorily, magnetically, call it cellularly if you like. The planetary matrix is here. But see where you're at here. You're arising, not from busyness, but you're letting the whole outside world around you change and metamorphosize, because you've just broken energy with all of it, not so much from busyness, but from connectedness. And you just let more and more of you integrate and amplify as you're playing with your body principle, realigning your body principle, and letting yourself open and open. And you just also, even when you're right here, and even when you're right here, letting your body vehicle begin to expand and express within itself as you're also expanding and expressing through it. You gave all the organs a boost, the cellular vibratory levels a boost. You let everything begin to amplify and to climb and raise in vibratory principles and levels. That all of this could now begin to dissipate. And you created room for you, rather than all of this coming into you. So rather than this, you created this, that easily. Okay?
Where is our mind when we do those exercises?
It's
What should we focus on?
Nothing, except connecting with your body principle.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do it yourself, just right here. Just, if you like, close your eyes and focus right there. So that everything.
Balance right now.
Let's let the body take care of the balance. Let's just connect with your body principle. And how open is everything becoming?
Yeah.
The body took care of you. You let the body take care of you.
Yeah.
And do its part. But the mind level started to dissipate, and you began to push the mind level out. So you don't have all this clutter coming in. You begin to come out. Because the clutter is clutter any way you look at it. Conflicts are conflicts any way you want to examine, re-examine them. Okay? But you're saying goodbye, goodbye, goodbye to all of it. Okay? Now, if you go into the vibratory levels of your body principle for a moment, how much more are they speeding up?
A lot.
Exactly.
Especially here.
Exactly, but you disengage from everything else. So none of it has the impact or the abrasiveness that it has had. But now, when we look upon the out-picturing world as we walk along our own journeys, how much more is so much being moved out that no longer complements? Because we don't have this focus anymore, that focus, this focus, and being hijacked here, hijacked there by the mind level. You just broke all the magnetics as well. There's on a hyper focal point, PVC pipes, tunnel vision point. You stepped out of all of it.